Welcome to another episode of Not for the Weak Minded. This is a short episode to show you more Oak Island type construction in the Shetlands before moving back to Nova Scotia, as these two subjects are very much connected. Now, in the hunt of pirates, one might find pirate treasure, and believe it or not, I have. Now I may show you in another video some treasure chests that I've found and other things to do with creation. This being that there was mass engineering using machines in the past to create a lot, well, all the coastlines in terms of what we see today. It's all man-made in terms, it's complicated. You have to see the evidence, which I will slowly show you. But anyway, this here is about Oak Island reconstruction types in the Shetlands in Scotland. So we're going to focus in on this island, and as you will see, without focusing too much, that there is clearly construction going on. Here. Now in Oak Island, they dismantled their ships and they made two islands into one. If we look closely, we can see that this is probably one island at one point, and this probably come around like that, or even so it could come around like that. In fact, let me do it again. So this is one island, and here's another one like that, and this is a piece of wood from a ship. And what they did is they block off one end, creating this dam construction. As you can see, the wood carries on going around, right? So you can see in this one, the wood going all the way around and carrying on going this way. Yeah, like that. And this was part of a ship at one point. But if you look carefully, this bit in the coast as well has got what looks like a mast type thing. And so these are the things that I've been coming across, but it's on a scale unimaginable for so many. Now this is just a small example of how the Templars might have built these constructions by taking two islands, as I've just drawn, from like there, and turning them into one island, at the same time burying treasure. There is another hypothesis which many people are unaware of due to the lies about ancient culture and history. Now if you look carefully, there is evidence of ancient culture as well here, and unfortunately, because of the lies of ancient history, one of the best ways I believe, now I'm going to prove this in other videos, is to get at the archaeological finds, the historical evidence, which they don't really care about in terms of history, they just want the loot, was to dig a massive hole, and whatever they find in it, they keep. And so I have seen evidence of this too, both using hand but also on a larger scale, which must have been done by machines. And so there's a very complex story here, and it involves a time period in which they're not acknowledging to do with ancient cultures. Now the Shetlands is absolutely chocker of just high culture all over it. Literally it's just full of it. You know, this is just a small example, and albeit this is this bit's probably modern. Or not. Sometimes you can see there's no roofs and stuff. But essentially, there is ancient culture all over the Shetlands, and I will show you later. But you can see there's walls. But this is not about culture, this is about creating two islands to make one and a new coastal line. Oops. Alright, next photo. Come off it. So again, this one, it's all the same angle, but you can just see that this has been disturbed. So perhaps I was wrong, perhaps I was right originally and it comes like this originally. And they've added this bit in to make it one island. I hope I'm making sense. I hope the evidence speaks for itself visually, right? If you've been watching Oak Island, the evidence that they see in the swamp, that it's two islands made for one. But this is all about digging. It's all about digging and getting ancient culture out of the ground for loot. So after all, these people are pirates still, and unbelievably so. This is a massive business, and they're not going to tell you the truth because they make a lot of money from this business, from hiding archaeological history to the point where they can go along and dig massive things like this in the past and still going on today, believe it or not, but on the surface now rather than like this type of construction in other places in Canada that I've found too. Unfortunately, there's a lot going on in Canada. There's a lot of deforestation, there's a lot of ancient culture there, just like in the Shetlands right now I'm trying to show you, where they've absolutely lied, you know, and you can see it with your eyes, and there's much more to the story. And so when you look at this as well, you begin to see perfect lines. Now there is a hypothesis that I have which involves machines and other things. Till next time, please share, like and subscribe.